Hey, good morning. Happy Saturday to you. What a beautiful day to be alive. It's 3:30 in the morning here, and I'm on day 13. So it's going good. It's really actually going good. I mean, one day at a time, but it's, I've got my mind wrapped around it, and that's the real key here. I mean, if you really want to know what it takes to really be successful at urine therapy or anything in your life, it has to do with what you think. It all has to do with how you program your mind and how dedicated you are to commitment of that thought that you have. See, most people just naturally sabotage themselves because they always talk about what they don't want and what they don't like and how much they hate this and hate that, instead of what they do want and what they do like and what they imagine to be their greatest possibility. Now, this is a real key to success. You have to realize that whatever you think about, you bring about. So regardless of the furthering mechanicals, now urine therapy is pretty simple. It's just simple. You drink your pee. You collect it. You rub it in your body. You drink it in your nostrils, put it in your ear, whatever. Stick a hose up your butt and do enemas. That stuff is simple, really simple. But it's not easy because you have to wrap your head around it. You have to get your mindset correctly. And that is the secret. That is the key. Because whatever you think about, you bring about. So imagine everything in your greatness. Period. Don't worry about what other people are doing, saying, being, thinking, or having, because that is not relative to your experience at all. It's totally up to you. Now, I've been studying these ideas for a long, long, long time. I mean, really long time now. I started reading books on these very ideas all the way back in the 80s. And I reinforced them more and more with more books in the early, late night. I've just been reading a long time, okay, but I have sabotaged myself over and over, and you know why? Because I would forget. I would just forget, and then all of a sudden, I'm creating a new nightmare for myself because I'd talk about things I don't like and don't want, and things that I hate. And that is totally the wrong message to send to your crew. So I just reread, probably for, I don't know, the fifth or sixth time, this book that I have. I'm going to share it with you here. This is it. There it is. It's called The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. Now, this book they made a movie of, and it's quite a remarkable book. It has just it's a very simple read, but it reinforces what you need to remind yourself of, what you need to remember. Always. Another book that I read and reread is another very simple book right here. Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and it's all small stuff, by Dr. Richard Carlson. These are powerful books, and they're easy reads. You can read them in, like, I don't know, an hour, 90 minutes, 2 hours, depends on your reading speed, I suppose. Another book that I like is this one. The Four Agreements. This one's by Don Miguel Ruiz. And, in this book, the basic agreements are be impeccable with your word. This is incredible because what you talk about, what you think about, you bring about. So what comes out of your mouth is a statement that your mind will register. So be impeccable with what you speak. Be conscientious of the words you choose because they can empower you or disembowel you. The second agreement in that book is don't take things personally. The third is don't assume anything. And the fourth is do the best you can. And again, these books over here are real easy reads. Now, one other book that I wanted to mention, that I mentioned yesterday, is this one because I think it's an important read. You Can Heal Your Life by Louise L. Hay. Now, this woman has a remarkable personal story of transformation in her life, and she's a great healer. She traveled all over the world, set up a huge business of transforming people. And the bottom line is it always boils back down to the one thing. What you think about, you bring about. So what does this have to do with urine therapy? Everything. It has everything to do with it. Because you gotta just wrap your head around it correctly. You gotta get with the program that way. People get all caught up in all of the details. There's no details. I mean, it's the perfect cure. That's the beauty of it, is that regardless of your symptoms, regardless of your personal situation, the cure is simple. You drink your pee. Fasting is a good idea. Rubbing it in your body is a great idea. Doing enemas and breathing it through your nose and clearing your cavities and all that stuff, they're all beautiful ideas. But unless you get your head wrapped around it, it's moot, quite frankly. So, this is a secret. And it's about time the secret got revealed. Excuse me. I've been searching for the truth my whole life. And I realize I've been lied to a lot. And I've always risked being outside of the conformists and the norm because I'll say stuff that isn't in the alignment of the masses of what they think. And this is just the newest example of that with urine therapy, and that's why I have no fear. None. I don't care what anybody thinks. They're going to think what they think regardless of what I think. So I'm just going to do my thing. And that's why I'm going to just keep shouting it from the rooftops. Hey, you want a cure? Here's the cure. You want your disease? Keep your disease. One way or the other, you're going to get what you think about. Whatever you talk about, you're going to bring it about. And most people don't realize that they are the reason for their own demise. They're really masters of self-sabotage. And with all that, I have another poem. This is another one I wrote the other night that I'm going to share with you now. This one is entitled Urine is Magic. When treatment has failed you and doctors lose hope, do you call it quits and OD on dope? What if a cure lived inside? Would you ignore it and lay down and die? That is the power we all possess, a natural cure that's really the best. Urine is magic, our natural source. Drink your elixir to stay on course. It's simple to do. Just start drinking your pee. It's a true gift from God, and it's totally free. And that's the part I love the most, is that you can not only cure yourself, but you can pass it on to others. You don't have to charge anything. You don't have to pay anything. You just have to wrap your head around it and get with the program. That's all. It's too easy. It's very simple. But a lot of people just want to complicate it too much. And hey, I encourage you, come out of the closet. Get with it. Spread the good news. Reveal the secret. Let it out of the bag. No more shh. It's time to wow. Shout it from the rooftops. So, with all that being said, I want to wish you a beautiful, wonderful, marvelous day. Wherever you are, whatever you do, know that I love you. And peace, and boom, you just been loved.